Claire Baker, former Clutterholic, recording my weekly vlog about my own clutter clearing journey that I'm on right now, which is my weight loss clutter clearing journey. It's horrible and cold and foggy outside, hence I haven't got the doors open today. Can't wait till the summer or the spring as well, when I can open it. We can hear the birds and everything, and probably the frogs from outside. That'll only be a couple of weeks away, I expect. I can hear the birds sometimes. The chaffinches seem to be very vocal, which is really rather sweet. And I don't know whether the long-tailed blue tits have a chime or a chirp. This weekend is actually the RSPB, Royal Society for the Protection of Birds, garden watch. So for 1 hour this weekend I will be just sitting and watching the garden, counting the number of birds, so that they can get all their figures for their survey. So I'm quite looking forward to that. I hope it's a nice day. Anyway, I hope you've had a good week. I had my weigh-in this morning and I had lost £1. Now, although I had lost a bit more when I weighed myself on Saturday, so compared to Saturday, I've actually put on £1.5 pounds, but that's okay. I know why. It's just that week in my cycle where I put on weight. So £1, yay! It's shifting downwards, and that's the important thing. I did want to share some comments that people had made on previous videos, because I do really appreciate the sharing and the support that's going on, and it's always good for us to know that we're not alone. So these may help you as well. Trudy said, "Wow, you look great. I watched some of your videos from a few years ago and did glean some good advice. I think you are very brave to put yourself out there on YouTube and to share your life. I admire you for making such a positive change in your life." Thank you. I don't think it's brave to put myself out there. That's me anyway. I am passionate about the fact that we need to talk about these things and share them, because whether it's our physical clutter journey or whether it's a weight loss journey, whether it's an addiction journey to coming off the addiction, which, to be honest, weight loss probably is an addiction to food, it can be so lonely. And on those days where you just think, what's the point? Knowing you're not alone makes a huge, huge difference. A lot of the stuff that I do for clutter clearing is about people knowing they're not alone. And in fact, this time next week, Wednesday next week, 1st of February, there will be some clutter clearers actually coming to my home for a new face-to-face clutter buddy group, it's called, where we just talk and we support one another, share successes, share challenges, set some personal goals to achieve before the following week's clutter buddy group meeting. And then a clutter club in the afternoon, which is where we're literally going to sit around my dining room table and do some doing together. And even that, I feel that's probably brave, because had quite a bit of building work done last year. Haven't decorated since then. Don't have a dining room table. I'm going to be using the garden table. So I feel almost like I'm exposing my home to people who probably think that I live in a show home. And I don't. I am clutter free. That is not the same as having an immaculate, preened home. I wouldn't want that anyway. It would take so much time and so much energy to maintain. But yes, so I'm kind of looking forward to, but also a bit nervous about having people come into my home next week. But they're clutter clearers. They are people who want to clear their clutter, and they want to do it in a way where it never comes back again. So we already have something in common. So it's going to be absolutely fine. And as long as they're okay with 4 cats, 4 cats, what? As long as they're okay with cats, they'll be okay. I'm going to enjoy next Tuesday evening. I'm going to bake a cake so that those people who do come can have some home baking. It's an excuse for me to bake as well. So again, it's this sharing, it's this knowing we're not alone. And I'm sure that some of the people who come next week will be coming not because of what we're actually doing. It's a taster session, but just to meet other people who are in a similar situation and to share some of those stories that we all have and those experiences. So so knowing we're not alone and sharing, we're only gonna know we're not alone if we talk about it. So anyway, thank you, Trudy. April left a message. She said, Claire, I'm sorry to hear you're having trouble with your weight loss. Plateauing, just plateauing. One thing that really helped me was a podcast called Half Size Me. I'm down 16 pounds. Wow, well done, April. And have changed my behaviours. That's the key, isn't it? Just like your clutter journey, it is something that will never go away, but you learn how to maintain and deal with. And that is what is helping me. Exactly, well put. Not only with weight, but realise it's something that I'm going to have to do for the rest of my life to be healthy. Absolutely, and that's where it needs to become like a habit change. Oh, Dora's just come in. She's very vocal, is Dora the cat. Yes, I know, darling. I love my cooked breakfasts. 1, 2, 3, 4 mornings a week. This morning was one of them. I have 1 sausage, 1 piece of bacon and 2 fried eggs. And you'd think after nearly a year of just eating that for breakfast 4 mornings a week, I'd be bored. Nah, still love it. Still love it. And that's where I know that I'm going to be able to keep it going. Like April says, it's going to have to be something that we do for the rest of our lives. Brenda says, hello Brenda. Brenda says, Happy New Year, Claire. Just watched your week 63 and wanted to let you know that you are not alone with the eating struggle after Christmas. You too, huh, Brenda? We are all in this together, and in a week or two, we'll all be back on track. So forgive the carrot cake and keep looking forward. Yes. Thank you for sharing your story. It inspires me every time. Good. It's doing the job then. I'm also clearing my clutter pretty much at the expense of most things. Only 2 hours a day, Brenda. Do have a look at some of my other videos because I'm recording some new videos at the moment, and no more than 2 hours of clutter clearing a day. I'm sad to say, but I'm willing to live with the fallout because I just can't live with it anymore. Well, good, you're at your turning point. That's great. Thank you again for reaching out to those of us who have isolated ourselves for one reason or another. I know, I appreciate it. Good. Take care and good luck with the swimming. Let us know if you are open to sponsors on your channel. Cancer research is worth supporting. Absolutely, yes, I will be taking sponsors, and once I've actually signed up and registered, I will put the link on the appropriate video, probably next week. Talking of which, my husband's cousin's wife, who I only met once, met her last year in July, sadly passed away last Wednesday morning. And she was one of those ladies that you only needed to meet once to know that she was an inspiring lady, and a very positive lady. And she'd actually learnt a lot where she had leukemia. And when we saw her in July, she'd had the all clear, or she'd been clear for a certain number of months. It came back in October. She wasn't expected to survive Christmas, and she did. And yeah, and so it really brought home this let's get things in perspective. And of course, the whole, do we need to hold on to stuff? Because what matters with her is the memories. Only met her once, but it made quite an impression, made quite a memory. So I will be doing the swimathon in her name because, ironically, she was a swimming teacher. So it just feels really right that I do it for her. And I'm not going to go mad with the swimathon. I'm going to do the 2.5k, which is 100 lengths. So doubling what I already do. Because again, it's not a matter of going mad with it. It's a matter of doing it. It's the symbolicness of it rather than trying to do as much as I can. So yes, so I will be sharing the link is the answer to that. Okay, so just a quick roundup of my week in relation to the 5 success factors. Okay, so the first success factor is the feedback and learning. I had a light bulb moment this week. I saw my counsellor last Tuesday, and we were discussing something, and I think I've shared with you before that I don't have a relationship with my parents, and that's okay. But obviously there's kind of issues connected to that. My head says it's fine. Subconsciously is kind of a bit in control. But she made me aware of something called emotional intelligence. This is, and I quote from Wikipedia, so I apologise if this is wrong, but emotional intelligence is described as the capability of individuals to recognise their own and other people's emotions, to discriminate between different feelings and label them appropriately, to use emotional information to guide thinking and behaviour, and to manage and or adjust emotions to adapt environments or achieve one's goals. Suddenly, when I googled that when I got home, because my counsellor had mentioned it during our session, and it kind of stuck a bit, and I thought, okay, that makes sense if it means what I think it means. Came home, found out a little bit more. Oh my goodness, it is like a key unlocking in a door. Which even that description is very different. Before, I felt like I had hit a brick wall. I felt like the brick wall had come down, and suddenly there's a door that you can get through much more easily than a brick wall. So being aware now of emotional intelligence has, been like unlocking that door, and I can go through that door now. A lot of things clicked into place, made sense. I think that's helped with my weight loss this week, and I think that's helped with a lot of things actually this week. So that was good. Other feedback and learning. I did feel hungry on my fast days, but I know that that's a good sign. We are conditioned to constantly feel full, and when I was fat, I actually didn't realise that what I thought was full was actually bloated. But anyway. It's lovely when I not feel bloated, and it's actually really nice to feel hungry, because I know that my body needs the food rather than just wants it. Although having said that, I did eat 40 cocktail sausages last night. Which brings me on to the next feedback and learning. I know it's that time in my cycle where I would normally put on a bit of weight during the week. That carbohydrate craving, it's not good. 40 cocktail sausages. Yesterday was supposed to be a fast day. It was supposed to just be a three egg omelette, but it was a 3 egg omelette and 40 pork cocktail sausages. And we did go to the gym, even though my husband didn't want to go, and I could have easily been persuaded not to go. And it was quite funny, because I did my warm up on the cross trainer. I did the Statue of Liberty on the Stairmaster. I did the sitting down bicycle. Those are the things that I do that record the calories. And I worked out that I burnt off 4 of the 40 pork cocktail sausages. So it's a bit of a miracle I've lost a pound given yesterday. Oh, that carbohydrate craving is so strong. Of course, I shouldn't not know. If I hadn't had the pork cocktail sausages in the fridge, I wouldn't have eaten them. So yes, I know it's that time for my cycle. And this dress that I'm wearing today actually fits comfortable. Now, I've had this dress for a couple of years. And what's really nice is that it fits properly. It's a little bit loose, actually. And this reminds me that actually tight clothes is not how I want to feel in my clothes. It reminds me that I haven't actually been wearing the right size clothes probably for years. Because for things to properly fit rather than be snug or tight, that was the old way. New way is I am the size I am, and that's okay. And that tells me that my brain is starting to catch up with this weight loss, so that's good. Second success factor is the method. So my husband and I didn't buy as much food this week. Therefore the temptation wasn't there. He did go shopping on Sunday, hence the 40 cocktail sausages in the fridge yesterday. But we definitely had less, so that helped. Because of course, a bit like our physical clutter, if we don't buy the stuff, it won't potentially turn into clutter. I added swimming to my gym sessions, and I'd forgotten just how much I love my swimming. So that's been good. 88.25 pounds is my weight loss level so far, so that's good. And also I was very busy over the weekend. I worked all weekend recording new videos for a new video series. You won't see them on the YouTube channel. You do need to subscribe to the 10-day course to be able to get access to those in terms of your physical clutter in your home. But that was good. And of course, being busy meant that I wasn't sitting there doing the comfort eating or being tempted to do the comfort eating that I used to do. Third success factor, doing the doing. Still not bored with my cooked breakfast, like I mentioned earlier. And I am still recording the numbers and what I'm eating on my app. And that does make a big difference because I'm literally seeing what's going on. Fourth success factor, which is the support. My counselling is invaluable. Got my counselling session today because it's Tuesday. I do feel that I'm getting to the core of things now, and no surprise, the benefits of dealing with the general issues that I've had in life over the years, that I probably wouldn't have connected with my weight issue, is connected to my weight issue. And in a way, there's a part of me that goes, yeah, I knew that. I knew that my weight just wasn't just about food or things that I thought that were related to food or experiences that I thought were just related to food. The weight is, if you like, or has been my visible symptom of other things that haven't been dealt with over the course of my life. Who knew? I knew. I was in denial. And the fifth and final success factor, time. Now, I actually started recording my weekly weight loss numbers and weight a year ago on the 2nd of February. So I properly started this eating plan a year ago on the 2nd of February, next Thursday. So it would be great for me if I could lose 4 pounds over the next 2 weeks, because then it would mean that it would be 5 stone weight loss in 1 calendar year. That'd be pretty good. That would be a nice goal to work towards. And in terms of time, I am very much saying to myself, by the end of this year, I will be, or I want to be, at my healthy, appropriate weight. So yes. So again, timescales, being realistic. I hope you've had a good week. Do let me know how you've got on, because again, we love the sharing, and I know it helps those who read the comments, not just me. But thank you for watching, and I will see you same time, same place next week. Take care. Bye-bye.